you're dead. No teammates left to save your skin. Now let the killing begin. There's no respawn, no second life. You pull the trigger, or you pay the price. Every kill writes history, every drum shakes the ground. In battle to death, you're king or you're down. Break it, load it, drop it, fight. No fear in our veins. You don't survive this war unless you build like us. No respawn. No respawn. crowd explode. Let's shot fire. Now the winner is known. Wavelengths are gaming. Rules the war song crown. Battle2Death. Burn it down. This is pumping mobile. This is soulless moonlight. This is violence of gaming and death. It's Battle2Death. Boots hit the ground and kids scream. Let's fight out to a war zone dream. No mercy left, just blood and pride. One mistake, you're on the other side. Scopes locked tight, heartbeat low. 30 souls, but one gets crowned. No reset, no second try. You drop here, you're instantly die. Every circle gets smaller, every breath gets cold. This ain't playtime anymore. This is survival. There's no
Hello everybody and welcome to another game. This is Wayne and we are joined by Dex as we bring you week number 2 in Battle2Death, the duo tournament final season, but not final week, as we head into Second Hawk, and this is going to be an event.
Oh yeah. Wait, what?
But they said
There's a precedent,
on the but I can't see
I think no, I think it's gonna be like the event map normally happens only on Erangel. I didn't play this event yet, but I think they want to take it as like the final showdown possibly with like the second game. So this one is gonna be very quick action packed. This is a 3v2, so it's gonna be great for a warm up for tonight. It is San Hawk week.
I don't see but
Yeah.
The strats here are strange. You can't go for a lot of the splits that you do in the total competition. There's no 2 3 ones that you can watch here. So, yeah, so you need to I know it does change from early to mid, right? But in the early game, what's your real strategy?
Real strategy is that you try to avoid any open like air fights. I think the 2v2s, they will excel at close quarters to mid range. Okay, I think we see a bit of action here coming from Team 26 and Team 14.
Actually, already an elimination. It's Alger's team, Shadow, they wouldn't have seen this. This time around, it's all do a little bit of good damage here as a monarch. So, it's difficult to get these is that we're not knowing where
in the crowd explode.
it's difficult to try to get anything done. I suppose what we're going to do is play it safe for the most part.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, you would try to play it safe. This guy is solo.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't, because like, the thing is, right, it's not like, even though these buildings are quite small, so you have to be careful of moving all the time. It's so early, if you don't expect your enemies to have too many of them, not enough to actually eliminate it. So, against that scope out, Luigi patiently is hoping that no one saw him move back into his move there. I see there, but you know, this is what's going down there, but now
what a
there's
shot, what a
no
shot,
flush
what a shot.
coming through. Mapusa with the patience. Now, could have seen something happening. Fire. Takes on fire back here from Monarch. Doesn't have any heals yet. I mean, this was just much of a fight at the start of the game. Goes again for the pre-fire. But with all of this, the other players from, I think it's team number 6, just here on our left-hand side, would have heard all of this pre-fire going through. They may have seen Mapusa on the top of this building. Because the top of the building gives you nice, like I said, it's very good pick-up potential. But it's not the safest place to stay for too long.
What I really like about the 2v2s is that even if your teammate is dead, it is still very, you can still come back solo. Whoa, as a solo player. Alright, Team 6 did manage to see this guy from Team 11. This is Monarch.
Yeah. So they're making their movement across. Team 25 has also heard the shots there. They're not quite here in Camp Alpha just yet. They're just on the outskirts. It looks like Tastic to get a bit of tag damage onto Monarch. Is Monarch going to be taken down? Yes, it is. But Tastic has been knocked. Slayer should be able to go for the revive. But would Mapusa decide that he's going to go in? If one nade right now would have been ideal.
Oh, but he is very weak right now. He has no armor, he has no helmet, no heals. He shouldn't even be staying there. He should be trying to get some more ammo or trying to look for some meds. He has nothing. This guy is like pretty low. I think he's trying to hide and try to get a pick off. But I can hear footsteps coming from around. Yeah, there you go. I think he does notice Team 6.
Yeah, he would have seen that. He stayed very, very patiently. He sees Slayer in there, right? But there wouldn't be much or any loot around. Mapusa didn't even get to loot that crate on the outside. So if team number 6 noticed the loot crate on the outside, they would have known that there should be one other person in here, because they only got to pick up onto one. So they'd have known, okay, from the duo, that's a double elimination. That means somebody or somebodies could be close by.
Nade? Yeah, but I think he's trying to bait them out.
Yeah, meanwhile, just off screen there, Spartan gets an elimination. Oh, he does watch out. Tastic manages to get the knock. But Tastic is just gets safety behind the wall. Slayer trying to do something, a bit of parkour action in here. Mapusa through the window. Is he going to go for the play up the staircase? Can he get this done? It's a quick rush play. Oh, the shotgun lost by Slayer. As Slayer picks up 2 eliminations here in Camp Alpha. Meanwhile, if we take a look at whatever action is happening elsewhere, right, because there was quite a few drops, one on top of the other, it looks like here around Cow, we've got a trio, a trifecta of duos in the mix here. We can hear the shots being fired. Everyone here is still alive. It looks like there's 4 teams in the mix, but team 18 I think is a little bit far off. You know, those mannequins, every time you see them, they kind of creep me out. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, someone threw a nade inside?
It's Huntress just shooting Ashmira. Took a little bit of tag damage, but they managed to land a nade onto Vico there. We've got Plasras and Rosfak in the opposite building, so I think they do know where Team 20 is, both 4 and 17, but do they know where each other happens to be? Because there's a lot of windows around here, and people are dancing across as we're watching Rosfak and Plasras. They're making their parkour action across the rooftops just to reposition.
Yes, but the mannequins do actually end up surprising me, because I'm thinking there are other players, and I'm just happy to, I have a happy trigger to see those mannequins, because I always get jump scared. I'm going up, and then I see them, and then I just end up swearing at my friends. We're all getting jump scared in this area.
Yeah. So I get you 100%. It's kind of like a little like a Hollow Man kind of vibe. So it's just nice smoke coming out there, a little bit of damage. If you go with Plasras there with a finisher, as Brosfog just forced them across. Are they going to be able to go to get that double flush? It's Biko who's still up and running. Brosfog switches to the shotgun. He's going around the corner. Oh, the revive came through, but I think that's a little bit too late. They are going to try to chase down Vico. Repositioning. Going through the wall. He spots it out. Lovely play here from Brosfuck as they him and Plus Haas pick up a 2. Ashmira and what is it? Queen, I think, and Huntress still within cow as well. Just going to check to see the movement across from any of the other players. I don't think they know that Shmira, there is a nade. That's a bit of a warning sign to them to say, well, there is something happening here, as Freya and Trojan Dean are also coming in for a potential third-party action. They're just on the outskirts of the map. Tag damage happening here.
Shot at?
As Brosfuck took a little bit of damage from range here from Huntress and Ashmira. Okay, so looking at this from the bird's eye view, right? Yes. How are you, if you're the side of Plasas and Brosfuck, right? How are you going to be plotting your movement across? Oh, it looks like Brosfuck took a big bit of damage here from that third-party action. So if you are in this position, right, you know you're being third-partied, and you want to get towards Team 20, what path would you be plotting? Let's just get to that.
Well, if I was SBZ, right, I would actually try to focus more on the people in the open area because they're easier to kill and to target than people who have cover right now.
Yeah, I see.
I can just stay in the buildings and wait for them to rush in because there's no ways for those guys to come in without getting killed.
Well, they are making they are making their movements across, right? I mean, Ashmira is giving
what
quite
is
a bit of
this?
vision.
Someone's throwing a nade. Can you not hear that?
I'm not sure. Where did the nade come from, though? That's the question. I didn't hear it explode. I heard the pin, though.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can cancel nades in this game, which is, pretty funny. But, maybe it's a warning sign. Oh, the 29 plays remaining. This is stage 1, so we had 58, 52?
48.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Oh, 48, yeah, 48. So now it just dropped down by 19.
Yeah, true. Dropped down quite significantly for just, we're still in stage 1, the last few seconds. I think these teams are going to be holding position here for the most part. I mean, we're just looking at them doing that. Let's just see across the map, right? While these two hold positions, Camp Alpha has been a absolute war zone as, looks like Team 25 get that final kick out here onto LJ's Toxic. We just get to see the final few hits as J-Man and Equalizer picking up 4 eliminations so far, heading in for a loot. The Camp Alpha has been quite a bloody scene, and so far the spread on the teams quite huge. So we should start to see, right now we should see the vehicle plays coming through.
Oh, yeah. They did have a vehicle. They did try to jump off. As we see here, they're trying to push through.
Yeah.
Oh, there's going to be a nice fight here, shotgun fight.
Okay, so if you were giving priority to a vehicle, right, what vehicle would you be looking at for the terrain here in Sandhawk?
Oh, I like the 4x4s if they are any lying around the road. But in any case, I would always prefer the 4x4s because the sedans always get stuck on these crags, and it's a death sentence.
Yeah.
So the 4x4s are always the best to drive in unless you prefer speed. Than the sedan on the road.
Well, then, if you consider this, right, there's a quick double elimination there by Brosfuck. His teammate was knocked, and as we saw off screen, managed to get those 2 eliminations onto Shmira and Huntress. I suppose the vehicle type would then depend on where exactly in the map the EMP is closing in, and what stage in the game you're at. Because if you're heading towards the later part of the game, like when you're looking at the EMP zone, Gate taking a lot of damage, he's gonna get knocked. It's going to be some action coming through there from, it looks like CR's in range. But as I was saying, right, with the EMP zone towards the late game, like stage 4, stage 5, right, I suppose you'd be looking for more speed than anything else?
Yeah, you would try to be looking out for some more speed there. But since this is Sandhawk, you don't need the speed. You can have this the 4x4, especially with all of these rocky hills on Sandhawk. I think you're
Yeah,
getting shot.
oh, Rugal was trying to make his way across, but Dead was dead to rights with that long range shot, getting the elimination. And that's going to be both teammates taken out of the equation. So Team 25 sent back to the base, or sent back to the lobby.
Yes, sir. All right. But now there's 2 plays left, so this is just less than half now. We might see a stage 4 or 5 zone, I think, and that would be it.
Well, it is a minute and a half left here, or just under that left for stage 2 to turn to stage 3. There's some vehicles around. There's that 4x4 you were talking about, right? So Hassan has access to this. Him and his teammates seem to have... I actually thought there would be a lot more action around boot camp. A bit delayed action we're seeing around boot camp. Let's just get our eagle eye view here, just to see what the spread of the teams are. There's a couple of nades being thrown in. The terrain, as you stated, right, it's kind of rocky, kind of rough. I'm saying rocky, right, just kind of hilly. So that 4x4, very decent to escape. There's shots being fired all across, right? But there is, as we know, quite a huge spread between the players, right? So Dracula gets a nade kill onto Cadet. There looks to be like a bit of action here on the top. As Briggs, he manages to get the flash here into Prime. He's going to be able to go for the double. Yeah, his teammate comes across and they ensure fire as they take out Team 12. As Team 12 takes out, I think it was Team 24, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just rewind and check as we're looking at aimbot. We've seen Hassan into the mix. Hassan manages to get the knock onto aimbot, but there's Briggs there with a cover up. Will he get the flash here? Will he have time to go for the revive? It's still another 7 seconds. He's a bit worried. You can see he is going to take a bit of damage as the CR7 decides to make that movement across. Good decision making from Briggs. Tries to go for the strafe behind the tree, but this is going to be shut down. Blast! Beautiful switch up with a gun there from CR7 as he manages to get a double elimination of revenging his teammate and managing to get some points on the screen. We're down to the final 9 teams, 15 players remaining. So there's somebody who's solo. We'll find out who that is in a... Oh yeah, it was CR7. Actually, no, there'll be more than a couple solos, because that'll be 18 if it was, the doubles for it.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's like around 4, maybe 5 solos, yeah.
Yeah, a couple. So let's just take a look at the map itself, right? Just where the EMP zone is going to be closing in. Bootcamp still has a couple of people around. We've got Ryan and Dracula making their movement across. Medusa and Bo. Bo has, we saw Bo yesterday, right? Bo has been crazy good. One of those players. I wonder what their score is like. Let's just take a look very quickly. Haven't managed to meet up with anybody just yet. They are just hovering around Paradise Resort, hoping that this would be one of the better places to be in contact with. Just check your background sound there, kids.
That's bad.
So it looks like Medusa and Bo, they could end up in their first encounter. It is quite a distance between them and Team 21. Bo, as usual, in the front line, he does like to play the rusher for the team. Team 21 is just way too much in the distance.
There's not much happening now, so we're gonna... But everyone is so spread out. Everyone has been getting killed off.
Yeah,
this is a stage 3.
It was quite action-packed in the beginning. The drop zone's quite close to team number 10. But with like I said, with the duo strategies, there are some similarities between this and the 4-man, right? But there are vast differences as well. So even when you're going like right now at this particular point in time, right? You're hitting stage 3, stage 4. We're heading towards mid-game, or we are at mid-game right now. The vehicle strategies, which is what you expect to see happening, may not be as prevalent as you see it in the 4-man seat, simply because you are in the duo situation right now. I mean, you're going to be in separate
Yeah,
vehicles.
you don't want to make too much noise, but vehicles are very scarce in Sandhawk. I wouldn't expect everyone to be finding 4x4s around the area.
True.
But it always it's especially like when it's a little bit more tight, you would expect people to just walk it off or try to look for some high ground.
Yeah. Well, like you see Medusa here, just trying to find that high ground. They are quite looted up, right? But TUE, I mean, they must be thinking, where is everybody on this map?
He saw absolutely no one.
Well, but I'm sure you've had those games as well.
Mm.
It's not
No,
very
no, I
often, right?
did.
But sometimes you're playing, you're like, wait a minute, am I alone in the world?
I'm playing in like I was in Ace. I'm just running around the area and I see that there's only 5 people left. And then I do not get any action. I'm just waiting there. And this is like stage 3 zone.
Yeah, I mean, like, here with 45 seconds left for stage 4, and these two have not found anybody. They must be like, did we lag out? Are we the only people in the lobby? Did they change the lobby codes?
Probably thinking that the lobby is full of bots at that stage.
Yeah. I mean, there's a huge spread on the teams right now, and nobody is in vehicle, so it's not as if we're going to expect to see anybody heading towards one another. I mean, the EMP zone just forced TU out of the Paradise Resort location. It's going to be closing down like where they are, which is going to be very, very interesting in terms of strategy-wise, right? Like, there's a lot of open space here.
Mm.
So what would be the strategy in terms of preparation? So it's you and your partner, right, in this duo situation. Say, let's say you survive to this stage. You can see on the map, right, the EMP zone's going to close around this particular location. We see Medusa and Bo sort of separate from one another. Would you be doing that? Maybe stay within closer touching distance, maybe a little bit further apart?
All I would like to say is that nowhere is really safe. The buildings seem like a very safe spot until you realize that it's only a one straight line. So if anyone decides to rush you, it's over because there is no cover inside those houses. So it's like it's false safety. It's actually better to be traveling on the mountains with all of these rocks,
Yeah. But would you want to be
like what
moving too much?
TUE is doing.
Like this, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like we have a bit
Because
of
it's not
action
so
going
bad.
on here. As I think it's Dracula and his teammate taken out before we could even get across to seeing what the action was. It looked like it was Ryan. Oh, it's just Ryan and Dead that's left. But we are still going to see what looks like Boss Fark
There was
and
another
Boss
fight
Haas
happening.
heading towards. Let's see, right. No, it's brutally and
Demkus.
up against B Coast. Oh, Dead manages to take out Ryan in that engagement. Dead has a pretty high. Oh, look at that! He just spots him
Oh,
as
yeah,
he's
such
making
a great
across.
shot.
Yeah, opted not to go for it. But I mean,
Yeah,
B Coast is
because
just
this guy has to
behind.
come in his own.
Brutally taking some damage here from B Coast. Delco is saying, okay, I think you can handle it. Can Brutally actually handle it, or he's just waiting to reposition to see if B Coast is gonna make the rotation across this way, because LJ would have had that cover, but Medusa and Bo would have heard the shots. I think they're gonna be making a movement in here for potential third party, as Demkus is just saying, okay, like, let me just scout out to see in case there's that potential third party coming through. B Coast, meanwhile, sticking to that rock, is in a solo position, right? As having lost a teammate, or no, I don't think he had the teammate there. Played solo from the beginning. Because with a nade, decides to cancel it. Imagine if you could do that in real life.
I mean, you
can't pull
can.
the pin
It's
out
very
and put it
risky
back.
though.
Yeah, that would be very, very risky. I'm sorry, I like my fingers.
Yeah, I also like my fingers and my life.
Yeah, that
Oh,
means
but they
neither
do
of
have to
us
go
would
close
have
in.
neither of us would have become Captain America.
Wow. Yeah, none of us would. I mean, who would want to jump on that grenade, huh?
Craziness. We haven't seen a water
Okay.
nade in a while, though.
Yeah, I mean, maybe when we find a hooper. Oh, they found a shot at Coast. They're gonna start flanking him. he is outside of the zone. He is forced to fight. He's dead. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he's getting shot from a different team.
Brutally, this is going to be rough. Brutally trying to get back to the safety of the play zone, but gets knocked inside here. That's going to be EMP disaster. And that's brutally taken out of the equation as well as Demkus. So B Coast in the midst of the EMP zone is going to... Oh, look at that. Bo has been knocked. First time we're going to see Bo knocked without any eliminations on the board as Dead is making his way across. This should be it. There's a kill there from Dead. As we'll get that the loot up as well. Heading into this, the late stage. 4 teams remaining, 5 players left. Who's going to be taking home that chicken dinner?
I'm going to be taking a look, but it's so very tenseful right now. But I would suggest that they try to make it inside the zone as quickly as they can. They have to try to prepare beforehand. So I think throwing out some smokes right now would be a good idea.
Yeah, because like everybody is pretty much around this hilltop, and the EMP zone looks like it's going to be closing. Oh, that Bossfuck takes a lot of damage there. Medusa, beautiful pickoff. 3 eliminations so far from Medusa.
I mean, you know, Bo literally passed down the mantle to her. I would assume it's a her.
Yeah. With a name like Medusa.
Yeah, they passed down. Yeah, they passed down the mantle. So Medusa has to carry this game now.
Yeah. Well, it's a 1v1v2 with Equalizer and tag damage here onto Dead. Medusa has been on point, just using the edge of the EMP zone. I mean, when it's stage 6, right, it's a good but dangerous play. There's a knock here onto Medusa. That's Medusa taken out of the equation, so it's Dead up against Equalizer. And J-Man, he tries to get something done, but J-Man from range picks up the elimination, and that is game number 1. J-Man Equalizer with that winner chicken dinner. 6 eliminations overall, sitting pretty atop the list at this moment in time. We'll see how the scores are going to be adjusted and make some announcements about that soon. Retworks and Dead with 5 eliminations, finishing off in 2nd position. Medusa and Bo 3 eliminations in 3rd. Bossfuck plus Hawk 7 eliminations. That could be the total, the biggest total overall in 4th place, with B Coast with 1 elimination in 5th position. Brutally and Demkus no eliminations in 6th. Dracula Ryan 5 eliminations in 7th position. Kate and Spartan 4 eliminations in 8th. Hassan and CR7 4 eliminations in 9th position. Bricks and Aimbot 5 eliminations in 10th. Prime and our Chinese, I wonder we were trying to make Get say this right. I know he's not Chinese, right, but what are you gonna do, right? He's our closest to Chinese from all of us. No eliminations in 11th. Cadet Melandre, no eliminations 12th. Tojin, Dean, and Freya, no eliminations 13th. Daybo and Rugal, no eliminations in 14th position. The same for Huntress Ashmira, Toxic Venom in 15th and 16th positions respectively. Big Sims and Zella picked up 1 elimination in the 17th position. Tastic and Slayer 2 eliminations 18th. Vico Joshua no eliminations 19th. Dan 1 elimination in 20th position. Bruno and Max 1 elimination 20th. Chado and Mapuza 1 elimination 22nd. Demo Boss House no eliminations 23rd position. Monarch and Bot 1 eliminations 24th. Fury and Crisis no eliminations in 25th position, and Walker with no eliminations in the 26th position. And that would be the scoring for this first match here in Sandhawk. Is it Vikendi up next? Or did I read incorrectly?
Must be.
Alright. So
let's double check.
Yeah. While you're double checking, right? Stars of the match going all out was Bossfuck with that 6 eliminations. Best companion going to Slayer with 2 rescues, and the finisher, as we got to see, was J-Man 23 with 4 eliminations and an assist. Right, but with that, we'll be back in a minute. We'll just have the pause screen up and running for you, and we will see you all shortly.
Boots hit the ground and you scream. final night. Every squad wants that throne, but only one walks back home. Wastelands are gaming fortune, pork and gold. Built for legends, never roll. This arena crowds these nights. Corner twins, but they fall face. Circle closing, vision red. Pray for cover or pray you're dead. No teammates left to save your skin. Now let the killing begin. There's no respawn, no second life. You pull the trigger, or you pay the price. Every kill writes history, every drum shakes the ground. In battle to death, you're king or you're down. Break it, let it, drop it, fight. No fear in our veins. Light and unblind. You don't survive this war unless you're built like us. No respawn. No respawn. Death! Burn it down! This is pumping local! This is soulless moonlight! This is violence of gaming and death! It's Battle2Death!
Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. It's Waylander here with Gets, bringing you all the action from Battle to Death Season 2, week number 2, game number 2. Lots of 2s in there. We're heading into Vikendi as the final map for the evening. Just looking at the flight, the trajectory of the plane, and maybe guessing where we're going to see the drops. Will it be Cosmodor? Will it be Dobo Mestro? Maybe even the castle, cemetery factory, potentially as well.
Yeah, I don't know much about this map, so like everywhere's a drop, a hot zone. On the map, there's no such thing as a hot zone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even people who play PubG don't even know this map.
Yeah, Vikendi is not the most popular of maps. In terms of what everyone gets to play. It looks like we do have a couple of teams dropping around the cement factory, but cement factory is quite huge, right? So even though they are dropping in the same place, we don't expect to see massive bits of action here. But it could potentially be a couple of teams heading towards Villa, right? So I'm just going to switch across to Villa. We're going to be watching Aimbot and Bricks. They had quite a strong start. They've already got their loot going here in Villa. It looks like they're the only team. The rest of those parachutes just taking everybody past. Oh, but Peshkova, which is usually one of those hot drop zones, this has 3 teams in the mix already. Medusa and Bo this time around saying, finally we see some action. We've got one of our Waylander Gaming staff members here. It's Melandre in the mix as well. A little bit separated from Cadet. With Medusa already getting the scout out, I think, onto Melandre. There's the shots coming through there. Bo managing to take down Boss Fuck already. Gets that knock. Can he get the flash throw? A bit dangerous to try to make that a way through that open space. So just got the knock. And we'll be hoping for a potential pick-off a little later on. But I think Plas Haas is closer, but I should be able to get the revive. This is going to be an action-packed beginning for what I thought was going to be a little bit of a slow start, simply because, as Gets mentioned, right, Vikendi, not the most well-known of maps, but like maybe that's just to us. The players probably are like, yeah, Vikendi, bring it on. Will we see, though? But you know, every time Gets, right, when we do have teams that are like where it's maps that we normally don't get to feature all the time, there's usually very big positional changes that happen. Ooh, nade into the mix here as Medusa takes a bit of damage as well. There were shots being fired.
Yeah, you know, someone stream sniped my team and I when we were playing in Vikendi because we were camping in one house. Then we got surrounded by 3 squads, and we don't know how that happened. And until we decided to open the streamers live, and we see that we are there, and the delay isn't even long; it's like a minute or two.
just a disclaimer here, that wasn't us streaming.
That wasn't us, by the way. This was like a long time ago.
Yeah. So it's only Team 11 and Team 10 who decided to stick around at Pushkova. Everybody else decided, you know what, this is not that much. Oh, look at that! Sees a pixel there. Melandre gets a nice bit of tag damage onto Medusa.
Yeah, that wasn't even a lot of tag damage. That was like nearly the whole health bar.
Yeah.
Completely disintegrated.
Yeah. There's Molotovs being thrown in here. Who picked up Molotov so early?
It would be so funny if they decided to add a mechanic that if you throw it on the snow, it doesn't do as much spread.
Oh,
or damage.
Yes. But now we're heading into more like Counter-Strike territory in terms of the physics.
Oh yeah, Counter-Strike 2 has some insane physics. For people who don't know that game, it's like a defuse, 1 life for each team. It's like Overwatch.
Yes.
Without the superpowers.
Yeah. But they tried to make that combat system as realistic as possible. I mean...
oh yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah. PubG as well, right? I mean, the mechanics here in the game is pretty awesome. Especially with like the way you have to control that, the kickback on weapons, understanding each thing. We were talking to Ravi, but this was a while ago when we were still, the TDMs were still running, right? Which is still on a break at this moment in time. For those of you who are interested in rejoining the TDMs, he was talking about how they get practice done on those practice dummies. And, you know, they're just, in order to manage each different type of weapons, try those little tricks. And, because like in TDMs, you got to really have that practiced. Oh, nice nade coming through from Cadet. Is he going for the rush play? Let's just check, right? Could be a bit dangerous. Bo is in the mix there. He's got the shotgun out, tries to go for the strafe jump, but Medusa used that corner to protection, trying to stay safe. There's the door. Oh, the peek comes through there. The shotgun, but the strafing from Bo on point gets the flush onto Cadet.
Oh, so this guy is actually like super good. It's just that he got very unlucky in the first round.
Yeah, beautiful strafing.
Very unlucky. Yeah, but we saw the control there from a guy in the yellow team. I didn't see the name. I need glasses, but yeah, from Cadet. But Cadet did extremely, well, pausing there. But like Bo is just built different.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it looks like Brutally and Demkus, they're up against our Chinese
Our
guy.
Chinese friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably my cousin.
Well, I think what was that? I watched this documentary, right? I mean, look, I'm old. I don't watch TikToks. I watch documentaries. That most of the world is actually related to Genghis Khan, or comes from his bloodline, especially if you're from that Asian region.
Oh yeah, possibly 60 or 70% of people are related to each other.
Yeah.
From that time. Crazy. I don't see any other, ruler ever do something like that. I'm just saying.
Well, he controlled the largest known empire ever in history. So, you know, there is that.
Yeah, but he is still one man. But that's a pretty fun fact that we threw in there just for you guys.
Yeah, get some little bit of history in. Though that has, I don't think has. Vikendi is based on what region?
Russia, I assume.
Yeah, I'm thinking that as well, right? But maybe sometimes you never know. Yeah, I mean the names.
Yeah,
The names are very Russian. Peshkova. Except for names like cement factory, right? That's not very Russian.
yeah, that's just English. Or the Dino Park.
Yeah, the Dino.
Yeah, but they do have weapons here. Some weapons here that are only you can only find on this map. That is actually Russian based, and I don't remember what it was called. But there is a weapon like that here.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
It was the GS something, GSC something. It's like the M4. It takes 5.56 rounds as well. It doesn't have a lot good damage range like the M4, but it's a pretty decent at close to mid-range combat.
Well, Vikendi, though, are you really going to be getting into those close combat situations all the time?
Yeah, no, I would take it as a secondary weapon.
And primary, I'm assuming sniper, as per usual.
It would be a sniper. It's hard to explain. Everyone would just prefer the M4 anyways because everyone knows that gun. Everyone knows how to build it. They don't need no hassle to figure out how to play any other weapon.
True.
The classic bread and butter weapon. Right.
So right now we're
We can
watching.
even see this guy has it, yeah?
Oh, big sums with a bit of tag damage, but nice repositioning here by B-Coast. B-Coast did survive quite long in terms of like being a solo player into the previous round. Gets into the building, gets a little bit of heal going here. The nades are coming through, but he's as safe as well as you could be in a brick house.
Okay.
But TU's Zella and Big Sims, right? So Big Sims got the high ground. He's going to give a vision, right? Zella is in the building. You're going to have to see them maybe split up and try to get something done here, but they're trying to be patient for the most part. Looks like we'll just switch across between as much of the action scenes as we can. Just switching across here to Hassan and CR7. It looks like Fury and Crisis are making their way away from this. They're in a vehicle. Meanwhile, Spartan and TU, Spartan and Kate. Spartan took a bit of damage in there as now we see Crisis and Fury getting placed under quite a bit of fire here. Kate trying to reposition behind the rock. So it's a rock and a hard place right now as Fury has been knocked. Shots being fired. The smoke is in there. Do they have a couple of nades maybe to try to end this off? Is this enough range? Oh, CR7 does manage to take down Fury. It's only Crisis left in the midst of the smoke. Is alive. You know, not been knocked, but it's going to be very challenging to try to get out from here. Shots being fired once more. Oh my goodness. Crisis is in crisis, and that's going to be Spartan taking down another. Or almost taking down another. That's the knock. Hassan and CR7 in the backline. They're going to potentially go for a third party bit of action here. That should be that. Meanwhile, Kate took
what
some...
a shot.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. That's a huge distance across the map.
He hit him with one, and I don't think that was a normal round. I mean, it wasn't a sniper round. That looked like a normal round, and it took a good chunk off of that.
Yeah. You can see just a pixel. Oh, nice bit of pre-fire here. Kate just waiting for that opportunity. Hassan is just dancing from window to window. Decides that he wants to get out of the line of fire and reposition. So this is going to be a fight from range. Oof, look at this EMP zone, though. Still quite massive. And the teams are very, very spread. We are right now only in stage 1. It's just heading to stage 2. The start of stage 2. So it's it'll be a while before we see the teams crash in together. So strategy-wise, right? at this early stage, Vikendi. I know Vikendi is not a map that you play all that often. So it's what would you really be thinking? Like just taking a look at the map here. Even though I know, granted, the experience level on this map's not the greatest.
Yeah, sorry about that. I came back, just wanted to check something, but yeah. Look, the Vikendi is such a funny map. I think I understand why people don't normally play it that often. Is because the map is massive at the beginning of the game. Then the moment it hits stage 2, all of a sudden half the map is cut off from everyone.
Yeah. I mean, based on what we're looking at right now, there's a lot of teams from the eastern side who's going to have to make their way across. And we have no idea where the MP zone's going to really close in. Should be towards this mid space here, I'm assuming, right? Where Inners and INS Bricks is. Which is, when you take a look at the terrain, right, it's quite open. I'm assuming this is where it's going to be. Look at Bricks just
Oh boy.
dancing across and knowing that there's nobody nearby.
Let's take a look what's happening here.
So Ashmira and Huntress.
And now there's too much space between everyone.
Yeah, there is. I mean, it looks like these two teams are fairly close by, but even with this high ground, right? Ashmira and Huntress, you can't even spot the fact that you've got Rex and Co close by. Or what's real twerks? I'm saying Rex. You're giving them my own names. Real retworks and dead.
Retworks and dead, okay. Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
Okay, Ashmira would have seen this, right? You can see that movement just on the corner of the screen. But it looks like they've gotten onto a snowboard wheel. They'll be heading straight past Ashmira and Huntress. Oh, shots being fired. They are taking quite a bit of damage, but that the cover from the top of the mountain, they're trying to okay, they've got the speed to try and get out from here. Just trying to return fire to stay a bit safe, and then out of the way they go. But as it looks like CR7 and Hassan could be heading into or crossing paths with Tastic and Slayer. There's quite a few buildings in between the two of them. So CR7 does know where they are. Just trying to set that nade. Beautiful throw in there. Oh, what a nade! With the Molotov to follow it up. Is Tastic going to be in a bit of trouble there? Oh, that Molotov actually landed onto Slayer, who's now forced away. They've gotten them both to low health. Do they go for the rush play? I don't know whether they know that they have done that. Tastic just repositioning, healing back up. It's a bit of small space to try to deal with. Especially if you're going to get caught with nades and molotovs coming in through the window.
Yeah, you're right. But I'll take a look here. How are they gonna cross? It's like a whole ocean there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's a river.
Exactly. But the EMP zone's gonna force the movement out in just about a minute or so. We're into stage 3. We'll be heading to stage 4, and then, well, stage 4, as we all know, right, best you don't want to really be around there. But it looks like there was some action happening elsewhere on the map. Bo managing to get a knock somewhere. But there it's Vosfok and Plasas. Plasas has been knocked. It's Bo in a battle here up against Bosfak, who has gotten the high ground. Prasas is quite low. He's going to need his teammate to throw out that revive very soon. Oh, nice save damage from Bosfak onto Bo. He goes for the parkour jump across the rooftop. Can he get that playthrough? But Bo suspects something's going to happen and gets into the safety from the balcony. But Prasas, he's like probably begging for that revive. The revive doesn't come
Wow.
through. The need is in the mix. And so Bosfak is, I mean, look, sometimes you just can't get that revive going. If you tried to go for the revive, they would have both been dead.
Yeah, but that was still such an amazing play from Bo. That was actually very funny to see.
So
It's Bo by himself.
Yeah. Just dancing up and down that staircase, right? It's a 1v1 battle between Bo and Bosfak right now. Bosfak going for the rush plate on the staircase. Oh, he went to check. Is he going to go for a jump out the window? He knows he has this high ground control here. But Bosfak has the opportunity to make his way from building to building, whereas Bo is kind of stuck there on the bot.
You know, it's so funny how Bosfak is like around this whole roof, and there's like two teams that could possibly be him, and asking what is he doing dancing on the rooftop.
yeah, true. Oh, there's a nade coming through here.
Oh, what a nade!
Yeah, he's taking some
That was
damage.
nasty.
Yeah, I think he realized that
There
shots
you
are
go.
coming from behind. I think that's aimbot just behind him trying to get that flash through. Now he's caught in a bit of a rock and a hard place. Oh, what a nade! What a nade from aimbot.
Spot. That was actually a great what a nade moment. That was so good. It got hooked onto the other side of the roof. I cannot believe that actually managed to land right by his feet.
Yeah, agreed. That's crazy.
Alright, but 21 plays remaining for like a while now, because there was like 22 and it was like this for the whole stage 3.
So Bo looting up. Oh, looks like they managed to take down aimbot. Kate and Spartan gets that elimination. Wow, I was just checking on the map where everything's. I mean, this is huge amount of space still left. Everybody is quite spread apart. But I mean, this enemy zone closing in just outside Movatra is going to force a ton of teams that are on the eastern side of the map towards one another, and so we should be seeing a lot of clashes heating up very, very, very soon. So last game is J-Man just getting away on that vehicle as bots just threw out a bit of fire here around Dino Park. They did. Are they gonna go for the wraparound play now? They just got out of the vehicle. Their poison has been eliminated, and so it's just J-Man 23. And he's lonesome. He's got a nice vehicle for this stage of the game. Should be able to survive. He'll be hoping to try to get into the top 10 at least, probably top 5. Just to secure and make sure the points from the previous round are going to be built upon. Hasn't picked up any eliminations in this game so far.
Well, I think this actually counts for how many kills you get.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of hurting them not being able to get these kills.
Well, to be really honest, it's not like they're deliberately playing safe, right? It's just like Vikendi's very different. I mean, each map is different and has its own good vehicles. Smoking here. He's gonna have to try to be very safe and get up at some point in time. But the question is where?
That's how it needed to get.
Straight into that game. Makes him, lives up to the name and gets the kill. Meanwhile, Bo manages to get an elimination onto Kate. So that's going to be just Spartan left. Oh, and he takes out her son as well. What is Bo up to? B Coast also getting
Wow.
another elimination here while we were just watching the action between Team 13 and Team 20. With the EMB zone closing in fast, everybody on the eastern front were off Vikendi were gonna be forced towards one another. That early game spread was just not gonna have. Oh, Retworks taking a bit of tag damage there from Ryan. Ryan, we know, right, is one of those ranged killers. But Dead does have the opportunity to get that revive through out a bit of smoke for cover. We have three teams in a relatively close proximity to one another. Question is, are they going to be heading anywhere towards one another? Let's just take a quick look at the map. It looks like they're moving away from each other. The EMP zone should be closing just outside Muvatra. As things stand, it's Chado and Mapuza who seem to have the early game positioning, right? Whereas Dead and Retworks, they're making that movement across the very edge of the EMP zone on foot for the most part, right? It's only oh, there's going to be some shots being fired here. Huntress and Ashmira heading off in the same direction as Bot and Monarch, who are just holding that position on the edge of the EMP zone. Not too far away from the airdrop. But Huntress would have seen, would have known that with that loot that's missing, that there should be someone close by. There's another airdrop into the mix. Huntress just preparing already. She is playing the Russia here in this duo with Ashmira. Oh, it looks like Mapuza and Ko are already in a firefight here up against Bo. They have seen where he is. But Bo with a beautiful nade onto Mapuza, who was like with a little bit of foresight and premonition, realized, wait, I think there's a nade coming through here, and got his way to safety. Nice idea from Chad O there. Just thinking that maybe Bo was going to be trying to come around the side of the building, throws out a nade. But Bo is, I think, staying within the confines, or decides to get onto a vehicle, using this to reposition. I mean, the vehicle strategies, this is where it comes into play. We're in stage 6, a minute to go before it's going to be. She's there, but meanwhile, there's a big battle between Huntress and Ashmir as Huntress managed to pick up 2 more eliminations, or at least 1 more elimination. They're on the hunt here for Bot, who's going to try to get out. Bo is heading in this direction as well. We can see in the it's Huntress in the battle against Bo. Huntress taking a bit of tag damage, managed to get the knock onto Bo as you get out of the vehicle, and Huntress with the finish. That's 4 eliminations for her. And we're down to the final 6 teams, 9 players remaining. This is the moment where everything is going to be
it all matters. This is what it comes down to. Yes, sir. This is inside the small compound right here. Everyone is trying to come in, so now this is actually the final moment. Oh my days! 1.28 seconds, 1 minute 28 seconds for it to close in. That's enough time. But if I were anyone that's inside the zone, I would try to wait on the outside to see for people coming in, because this is not a big area. If there's no one here, then everyone else must be on the outside, right?
Yes, everybody else should be on the outside. Oh, nice as Ashmira and Huntress managed to pick up Bot. They're on fire this game. Meanwhile, it's Mapuza and it's taken out by B Coast.
Oh, Bo died. No.
Yeah, Mapuza and Chado taken out by B Coast there. But so far, I think position-wise, right, Ashmira and Huntress, they've got that positioning on point.
Oh, but they're getting there's a wraparound coming around from the TU, Dracula, and Hyena. No, Ryan. I'm also making up my own names now. Like coming in around from the back. I think the Huntress should be careful. Oh, yeah, just took shot from the back.
Oh, she turns around
What
and
a shot
sees
from Huntress.
Dracula. Wow, Shmira is in a bit of danger. Oh, Shmira gets taken out before the smoke cover could come through. Ryan getting that shot through. Huntress with the reposition here. Wants to get the wrap around. Knows that Dracula is going to probably be revived. Does she have a nade set and ready? Yes, she does. Gets the throw out quite quickly. Oh, what a play. Oh, my goodness. But they're quick fingers from Ryan. She does have the self-revive. It's 6 seconds, but Ryan's going to close that gap. I think he's going to be too quick for us. He's going to go into the finish. There we go. Ryan manages to get that pick off onto Shmira. B Coast was also knocked out, but it's he also had a self-revive. So we're down to the final 3 teams. It's Zella, B Coast, and Ryan and Dracula left. Prime. Okay, if there was a mistake, I'm sure the boss ass will know and make sure that the correction is there. If the stream quality is low, I don't know. It seems fine. If there is an issue, I'll go back and rewatch the stream and see if there was a dip in quality. But it seems fine to me. I don't know, Gets, if you check the stream quality, it does look okay to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look now. No, on my side, it's also pretty decent. I think that's just a view issue. Maybe check your internet connection or try restarting YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like on my side, like
if you're
720,
expecting
it's so
4K,
clean.
right? It's not 4K. We're not streaming this in 4K because it's running off the emulator. But anyway, it's Zella just scoping out where Dracula is. We're closing into. This is pretty open flat land to end this, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to use the rocks. You're gonna have to. I mean, this is the time where you needed to save your Molotovs and nades, and Zella is running a bit low on both.
But maybe he can just use it with his own eyes, because this is an open zone, right? I know the grenades will matter. The guy has like nothing. But if he manages to take them by surprise, it's gonna be great. Oh, but I think they do know that he's ready to throw a nade and Molotovs right in his direction, and he's taking some side damage. Up to death.
Yeah,
Wow, he stood against Molotov, and he still took the damage from that.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Molotovs and nades when you get to the late game, right? Especially because you don't know whether the zone's gonna close into, right? But regardless, you're gonna need them for the late game. They're, as we got to see, one of the best tools to finish the game off.
It's a really high utility.
Yeah.
Really useful.
Yes. You know, those utility weapons. I mean, there's a reason it's called utility weapons. Alright, so Dracula and Ryan from TU picking up the winner chicken dinner with 7 eliminations. Big Sims and Zelov in second position with no eliminations. B Coast is a man apart, man alone. 1-man army, 5 eliminations in third position. Huntress and Ishmira, 5 eliminations in fourth. Shadow and Mapusa, no eliminations in fifth. Monarch and Bot, no eliminations in sixth. Medusa Bow with 8 eliminations in 7th. Dead and Reetworks with 3 eliminations in 8th. Our Chinese name as a solo player was. I mean, I know J-Man said there was a bit of problem in terms of who joined where and what was going on, right? The organizers will sort that out. Boss Ass will take care. We're actually the organizers, or part of the organization crew. But I'm sure Boss Haas, Melange will take care of those issues. 10th position, CR7 Hassan with 5 eliminations. Caden Spartan 1 elimination in 8th. J-Man and Poison, which is not supposed to be his teammate, with no eliminations in 12th. Bricks and Aimbot 2 eliminations in 13th position. Bossfark and Plashaas no eliminations in 14th position. Trojan Dean and Freya no eliminations 15th. Slayer and Tastic no eliminations 16th. Demo and Bosshaas 2 eliminations in 16th. Toxic no eliminations in 18th. Fury and Crisis no eliminations 19th. Brutally, Demkus, Vico Joshua, Cadet, and Melandre with no eliminations, taking us from 20th to 22nd position. The stars of the show, as we can see, it was Bo with a going all out, 7 eliminations. Ryan, best companion with 2 assists and 2 rescues. And the finisher, as we got to see, was a Dracula with that Molotov, 3 eliminations and an assist. And with that, it brings the stream to a conclusion for today. We still have a couple more rounds to go. Scores will be updated. Things that need to be sorted out will be sorted
Yep.
out. And with that, Gets, I think we can say good night to the viewers.
That's a good idea. All right. Well, cheers, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, we'll catch you all on